Hello, this is Coach Sean. Welcome to my fitness journal where I share with you where my alarms aren't going off each and every day. After my workout, I share with you little tips and tricks that I've developed that I want to pass along to you to hopefully help you with your own fitness journal. My Coach Sian'ism for today is you challenge you. So my story behind you challenge you, which before I actually get to my Coach Sian'ism, is that today on Beachbody's Beachbody on Demand's Challenge Du Jour, where you can pick something different every day, kind of sample workouts from different programs, so you know what program you want to do, what trainer you like, what's interesting and fun and interesting, what you want to pick. I went back to an oldie but a goodie. I went back to 21 Day Fix, which I have done multiple rounds of. No, I don't look like her, but that's all right. I went back to 21 Day Fix, was one of the workouts for today, and I did Upper Fix, was on the list of Challenge Du Jour. So Upper Fix on 21 Day Fix, you have a different workout every day. You do this for 2 weeks, then you do this in the third week. It's just such a great program. I mean, it's really, you know, I did yesterday UV2, U version, the second version of yourself, because the first version is great, but version 2 maybe can be better. That's really coming back to trying to get healthier again. 21 Day Fix is definitely the challenge. I mean, it's just such a great program. It really is. That's for somebody who feels a little bit more confident in their level of fitness and is ready to really challenge themselves. So I did Upper Fix, and because I always tell everybody to make sure that you track your weights, I was like, okay, so the last time I did Upper Fix, my highest was 15. You're supposed to use a heavier and a lighter, so I used 15s and 10s. So initially I started with 5s and 10s, then 8s and 12s, then 12s, 8s and 12s, and then 10s and 15s was my highest. So I challenged myself, you challenge you, I challenged me today to do the entire workout, going back to my heaviest, like my peak of doing Upper Fix and 21 Day Fix. And I made it through, but I mean, it was challenging. I was challenging myself. Now, I will say that the push-ups, I did go to my knees. I did 5 to 8 of them on my toes, and then I just went to my knees, which is fine. Anytime you start to feel that little strain in your back, go straight to your knees. But once I was on my knees, I was like, okay, so this is healthier for my back, but I still want to challenge myself, right? You challenge you. So I went a little bit slower and I varied my hands. So I did some military or tricep. I did some wide. I did some regular. Yeah, that's right. Tricep wide, so I varied I didn't do the diamonds, I guess. I knew there was one had forgotten. But in the P90X series, Tony Horton always makes you vary your hands on your push-ups, so I did it that way. Also, I was a little slower, you know, in the weights that go behind your head, instead of like faster, you know, on pace with on screen, I was doing 15s behind my head. So I went a little bit slower because you have to have control. Anytime you have weights, super, super important you have control. So a lot of times slower is better because you have control versus faster. So heavier, maybe slower in control. Faster, you can push yourself and pace yourself, which is what Chris Downing says in Shift Shop, which I'm doing next month. And some of you are joining me, so I'm super excited about that new program. So that's really all I wanted to impart. You know, that whole story basically tells you about the you challenge you. You do have to make sure that you are constantly progressing a little bit better and stronger every day. Don't just dial in. You're not going to get any results if you're just dialing in. You want to feel more confident. You want to feel more in control. You want to have better posture. You want to lose weight. You want to have better arms. You want to look good in that bikini. You want to, you know, have pecs if you're a guy, you know, all of those sorts of things. So you have to constantly challenge yourself. Nutrition first is first, of course. And now recovery, I Shakeology this morning, as I normally do, but because I did my workout later in the day, I'm going to drink the Recover, otherwise I will be sore tomorrow, and I don't want that. So drinking the Recover will help release all of that and help it through my system, release lactic acid, blah, 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 blah. Oh, also another tip and trick is when you're super sweaty like I was with a forearm plank, put the towel on the floor and put your hands, it was that forearm plank for a minute, and I started sliding while I was doing the plank. So the second round around, you know, you do the whole, it's 2 rounds, but you repeat it. So then once it got to the plank, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I need a towel for this. Otherwise my hands started slipping. So that's really my you challenge you. That's my coachsian'ism. You challenge you. Don't wait for your spouse to tell you, or your kids to tell you, or even worse, your doctor to tell you, hey, maybe you should start getting a little active. Maybe you challenge you, right? Do it for yourself first, then for your spouse and your kids and your family and your friends, but do it for yourself. Certainly invite them to join you and share the gift of health, share your journey, share your experience, be proud of what you've done, but you challenge you is my coachsian'ism. Very, very important. And also what's important is working on your puzzle pieces to living happier, healthier, longer. I'll see you tomorrow.